Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Zhaoqing. Tonight, we're going to take a little stroll. We've just had dinner and we're heading home, so we thought we'd take you for a walk up the main street and show you a little of what there is to see around here of a night time. So let's turn our camera around. First thing, we have a bus stop here, which basically you stand here, bus comes along, they're all numbered on the front as per normal. Jump on the bus you want. Costs you 2 RMB to go pretty much anywhere in the city, which is, I'll say, about 40 cents for those of you in Australia. For those of you elsewhere, you'll have to do the comparison for yourself. Hoping to catch a bus coming past as we're sitting here. We just to give you a little pointer of where we are, over the road here is Paifeng Square. Over this way is Darren Far, the main sort of shopping centre here. We see over in front of us, just in front of us here, is the sort of bus stop, the opposing bus stop to this one. And okay, I can see a line of buses coming through here. So we're going to just chill out here for a minute. While we're here, we'll just have a little look. Here we have the pay bikes that you can scan with your phone and take for a ride anywhere. And then as we look over the side, all sorts of little shops. I don't actually come down this way terribly often, so I'm not entirely sure of what all the shops are. So on the side of the road here, we have this little pathway here, which is for bikes, so electric bikes, push bikes, motorbikes, just to get them out of the traffic. A lot of the bikes still run on the main road, but come about 4:30, the police will be up on the intersection up in front here. As they are in a lot of places around the city, they'll actually stop bikes, get them off the road and make sure they're on these little pathways. Just to, when the traffic's really hectic, just to get them out of the main traffic. So we're just going to step out here, have a little look at the traffic ripping past us here, and then should have a couple of buses just about on their way. Okay, they're still stopped at the traffic lights. So you might just duck, watch out for the bikes coming through. We'll duck up to the back of here. Okay, here come these buses on their way now. So the sort of town buses here now are all electric. There's no more diesel powered buses left in the city. So here we have number 31 bus, which goes off out towards our school and ends up at the big public library. So, and we've got another one coming in, number 16. So yeah, these are great buses, very quiet, very comfortable, and they just travel really well. So here we see we have now 3 buses lined up all of a sudden, and you'll hear when they take off, or rather you won't hear when they take off. Absolutely silent running. All the advertising up the sides of the buses, just like back home, and dead silent as they take off. It's very, very good. Okay, so we're going to head down this way. We're actually going to end up back behind us, but we're going to just duck down here because there is a little side street we're going to go take a little walk through and have a look at. So just up here, we're going to chuck a right. So right in front of us here is the Star Lake Hotel, which we're not going to get much of a look at. We might actually go and do a video in there sometime. So we're going to head down this little side street. So here we have a lot of this inkstone craft work and stuff. Oh, look at this piece here. That is pretty amazing. Oh, So if you had a look at the Inkstone Museum video we did, you'll remember a lot of this sort of artwork. And we have a hairdressers in here. And, oh, what have we got in here? Some sort of art studio. So kids must be able to come in here, buy one of these white statues and then paint them up. So teaching kids some artwork, very good. And we look on the other side here. So tables, we have all sorts of material stuff for making things. So it's art and craft by the look of it. We might have to come back, catch up with the owner in there and see if maybe we can come and make a video when there's kids in there doing a lesson or something. So heading down through here, we're going to come to this little arcade area, which is really nice. So if we start off, have a look on our left here, we have this beautiful little arty installation, which is really nice. And then through this end of this mall is all sort of clothing shops. Here we have shoes and handbags, school bags, things like that. Looks like makeup. It's sort of a beauty place. Another beauty place on our left here. Another beauty place on our left here. Then ladies' clothing. More ladies' oh no, that looks like gentlemen's clothing. We've actually got a men's clothing shop. So in here we have sort of t-shirts, pants up the front, and then suits hanging up the back there. Shoe shop. Another shoe shop on our right here. These seats to sit down in the middle of the arcade. So yeah, this end is all sort of clothing, beauty stuff. It does look rather good. Gee, this has all been fairly recently done up as well. All of the floor here is fairly new. A lot of the seating here is new. So yeah, this is another of those places that when the pandemic happened, they had very few customers, so they took the time, closed things down and did everything up, made it all look beautiful. Okay, so as we come through to the other end of this little arcade, we still have clothing shops on our left over here, but on the right, well, through the center we have, as you can see, all these tables, and then on our right we have food, drinks. So we have a fruit juice place in there. Lots of different foods available here. And yeah, we can see quite a good crowd of people in here tonight. So it's a Sunday night here at the moment. We have, looks like an ice cream place, another drinks place, lemon tea. Lots more food here, so you see the menus all up on the wall. So you can see, you know, pot of noodles, beans and stuff, 12 RMB. Looks like oysters in here, or clams or something, with vegetables and noodles, 12 RMB. So very reasonably priced. So 12 RMB for those of you in Australia would be, you'd be looking at, what's that, $2.50 Australian for a great meal. So this here also used to be all open air. They've put a covered roof over here. It's just beams with a like a huge big tarpaulin over the top. Keep the weather off, so you know when it does rain, people can still be in there having a feed. It used to be all the tables had umbrellas over them, and then running off of that arcade is this little arcade through here which sort of joins on. So the shops that we saw down on sort of the right hand side as we're looking now run right the way through into here, and then we have more clothing shops. So that's all clothing stuff through there. Okay, we're now coming up to so where we are now is basically directly opposite Pai Phong Square. You can see just over in front of us here is the stairs to go down underneath the road, and you come back on the other side at Pai Phong Square. So we're going to walk basically up this road. We're heading towards the river. So we're going to go and have a look at what we can see. So we have here Lucan Coffee, and then a snack shop here, which used to be, was it there? No, further around here. Down here, and actually near where we just came out of the arcade, there used to be a McDonald's in there. It's one of the very, very few times I've ever seen a McDonald's restaurant actually close and disappear. I don't know if they happened to reopen somewhere else or if they just closed it off. There's so many McDonald's, it's hard to keep track of it all. So we're just going to duck over to our left here, and as we walk up this little section we have a couple more clothes shops, shoe shops, and then once we get past here we have jewelers. So we have Luk Fuk Jewelry, Jiao Liu Fu Jewelry. So have a little look in the window here. So see this beautiful stuff here, absolutely gorgeous gold. So we see here something like this, we got 46,500 RMB. So what's that going to work out? Around about 5,000 Australian dollars. No, more than that. No, around about 10,000 Australian dollars. Wow, look at these. Look at these gorgeous dragons. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, the gold jewelry here is very popular. They use it a lot for weddings and stuff. They'll buy that sort of stuff. Another shoe shop. Here we have a drinks shop. Look like they're selling cognac. Let's have a little look in the window here. See what exact... Oh, we can't see in the window. Yes, okay, cognac. Okay, let's have a little look. So down here we have another little arcade. Lots of these claw machines again, which we've seen before. They're very, very popular here. Just go inside and have a little look. So yeah, claw machine after claw machine, both sides here. They love anything where they might win a prize. And then we have these, okay, so you can win little lollipops. I don't know what else you can win. Where does this go? Okay, we've got toilets down the back here. That looks like that's as far as we go. So let's head back out. Looks like we have a, well, we used to have a food place in here, but no longer operational. Oh, we can Pink Panther. Yeah, you'd think that they do a nice little trade selling food in there, but places come and go here so quickly. Yeah, just shops open up and close and all the time. So let's just have a quick look over the road here. We have another 2 jewelry stores over the road in front of us. Actually, no, there's a 3rd jewelry store. So everything's sort of banded together. And then if we look up in front of us here, this building in front of us, you can see up on the roof, the red lights up there, it's 26 degrees. So anytime you're anywhere within sight of that building, you can have a look up and get your current temperature. Okay, over on our left here, we have a little performance area, a little theatre. Well, it's bigger than any theatre that we got in my hometown, but comparatively, I guess. I don't know how many people it would hold, maybe 800 to 1,000 seats in there. I've been in there and performed a couple of times. One of our teachers at our school, her family own a couple of kindergartens, and I occasionally will go and visit the kindergarten, take my guitar, play them a couple of songs and stuff. And every year they do a performance in there. Well, they haven't for the last couple of years because of COVID, but hopefully we'll be getting back to doing that. So as we look out along the road here, so see again on the side here we have an area for bikes and stuff to be riding, and then we have these great red lights that run all the way down this street. I'll give you a good look at these here. And yeah, so they're running right the way down here until we get to sort of halfway to the river, which is where we're going to turn off. We're not going to walk all the way up to the river, but we'll show you the interesting parts. So on our left here, another jewelry shop. There's jewelry places everywhere in this place. It's amazing. And they generally put everything together. So like in Albany, where I come from, if somebody opens a jewelry store, somebody opened another jewelry store next door, they'd probably get very, very upset. But here they put everything together. So if you want jewelry, you know where to go. If you want, she will take a walk up past the gardening area one day. We'll probably do that fairly soon actually. Might even go for a walk tomorrow. That's sort of between here and my school. You know, same with the hardware thing. If you want hardware, you go to that hardware section we did a video on a month and a half ago. So once we get up here, we see these lanterns hanging up from the roof. These are fairly new actually, and they've also put in these statues all along. So there's all sorts of statues along the way, which are very cool, very interesting. Here's another of these statues. So they're all fairly new. There's a lot more seating along here now as well. When I first got here, there was no seating to speak of whatsoever. In here we sort of have bits and pieces of everything. Say sort of nicks and knacks sort of shop, which is pretty cool. Okay, upstairs to a beauty place, fingernails and the like. Okay, in here's another, we'll go and have a duck in here. Say another little arcade. And it's another big food place. This place is always jam-packed. So on our left we have a lot of phone stuff, so phone repairs, phone cases, phone accessories. And then on our right is all sorts of food stuff. And then we have these tables through the middle. And yes, it's another cool. I haven't actually eaten in here yet. I normally sort of pass. It's between places I will pass through rather than actually stop in and have a look. So we pop out of the back of here and then chuck a right, and we're into, we have a cinema off to our right. Okay, this little arcade here is again all sort of clothing stuff all the way through here. We'll duck up one more level and we'll duck back down to the street through this one. So yeah, all clothing, shoes, coats, hats, underwear. Okay, and then we're back out onto the street. So That is a Saturday night. Those arcades get very, very busy. We've got another one on our left here that we just walked past. So it's yeah, lots of small shops in there selling all sorts of things. Okay, over on the right here, which we're not going to get terribly close to, but let's just walk over this way. So just hidden in the back there, that white building in front of us there, just at the back of that bus, is sort of small indoor sports stadium. So in there they do things like table tennis, badminton, volleyball, any of those smaller sports. I don't think they do basketball in there, but I could be wrong. I haven't actually been in there myself. On our left here is a hospital, big central hospital here. I was lucky, I was going to say lucky enough, unlucky enough to have to spend a night in there not long after I first arrived, which was an adventure. Over the road here we have a children's park, which is not open unfortunately. That used to be quite popular before the pandemic. It closed during the pandemic and hasn't come back, so I don't know if the people who ran it just sort of gave up waiting. So this is really interesting. This hospital is Zhaoqing City Gaoyao District People's Hospital. Now, that name always struck me as odd, and I've never figured out why it's called that, because Gaoyao is further over the river is the district of Gaoyao. I don't know why the Gaoyao District Hospital is in the middle of Duanzhou. It's a very strange thing. Yeah, so on our left here, more clothing shops, plenty of trees here, and then in front of us here is big crossroads. We're going to we're going to miss this crossing by the look of it. What do we got? 15 seconds. No, we might have to wait for the next lights. So we'll sit here and watch the traffic for a minute while we wait for the light to go green again. Okay, we're actually going to cross the road over to our left here again, but we're going to have to wait for another round of traffic lights. So we'll just take a quick stroll down here. So in here we have another big shopping centre. Quite a good shopping centre in there actually. So down here we have the this new ice cream store, which they're just popping up everywhere at the moment. Here we have another jewellery store. So have a look at some of this stuff in here. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at this one with the fish. That's gorgeous. How much is that? 21,000, nearly 22,000. So what are we looking? 4,500, 5,000 Australian dollars. 2,700. So that's about 500 Australian dollars. And then over on our right here, in entrance to the shopping centre here, we have a bakery in the front, lots of different shops in there. We might take a walk in there one day. It's not a shopping centre I very often go into. And then out the front, bikes everywhere. Yeah, still definitely the most popular form of transportation here. You see this bike parking area runs way down the street there. We'll actually see the other end of it in a minute. But we're going to cross the road here again because there is something else in here. So this building in front of us was actually the first place I lived when I first arrived here. So my apartment was not yet ready. So I actually stayed with the parents of one of the teachers up here, right up on the 14th floor. It was a great place to live. I was there for 3 or 4 weeks, which gave me a bit of time to be in the middle of the city, explore things a bit as we were getting around. So heading back through here, so if we follow this road straight up through here, it takes you to the river. But we're not going to go there, we're just going to duck up here a little ways. So on our right here is lots of phone repair places. So anything happens to your phone, you bring them down this area. So like we were saying before about all the jewellery places being together, all the gardening places, the hardware places, all sort of being together, grouped together. This here building that I lived in, the bottom sort of couple of floors of this is all technology stuff. So we'll just quickly duck in and have a quick sort of squiz through here. So in the front, phone accessories. Then as we go down through here, we can see speakers, so all karaoke stuff. Karaoke, like I've said before, is huge here in Zhaoqing. So we can see speakers, microphones, have the screen built in, all ready to go. They do love this stuff. Hello. And then computers inside here. Then as we run through computers, more computers, more of these speakers down here. So this place, a lot of the shops in here are closed at the moment. This is more of a daytime sort of area. And then, I can't find, is it through here? No, we won't. We'll come back and do a complete video in here one day. But yeah, anything that you need, technology-wise, anything that you need doing, this is a place to come. Whether it's cameras, phones, computers, televisions, all that sort of stuff is all available in here. It is if you're into technology, it is an amazing place to come and have a look at. Yeah, there's so much stuff in there. But yeah, like I say, you want to come through during the daytime. It's not really a nighttime kind of place. But we will come through and do a full video through there sometime. So here we have out the front phone store. So here we have Huawei, the new Mate 60 on display up the front, which people have been just lining up non-stop for. It's proving to be a very, very big hit here in China. It's an amazing phone. I've watched a couple of reviews of it online and very, very impressive. So, what else do we have? Some clothes stores. Another phone store. What do we got in here? Honor. Oh, and iPhones in there. Not an iPhone fan, I'm sorry. So as we look over the road from here, look over into this shopping centre. So here we have KFC, Honor, another Honor phone store, Vivo, Oppo, Apple, China Mobile. So again, all the phone stores, if you want a phone or any of that technology stuff, this is the area to come to. There are, like your phone repair places, they are dotted all around the place. But if you need to come somewhere and you want to sort of have that ability to walk around and check a few different things out, this is a place to come. If you know what you want, you can go to one of those shops anywhere and ask for whatever you want, and they will basically just order it, and quite often they'll just order it from another shop and it will be delivered within no time at all. I actually needed, so we have a couple of iPhone stores there. What was I buying a while back? Oh, I needed to put a new screen cover on my phone, and there's actually a shop. Where is he? Oh, this little shop over the road here with the yellow signing out the front. I actually normally go there to get any phone repair stuff done. And yeah, he didn't have the screen in the shop, so he just ordered it. And I sat in the store for about 5 minutes, and it arrived on the back of a bike 5 minutes later, and that was that. He was into the shopping. So here on the left, I'm a bit disappointed. We were going to go for a walk up along the old wall in a little ways, but all the lights are off. I don't know why the lights are all turned off, but they have fenced off down here, so it looks like there's some work going on. So maybe there's had some electrical problem or something. So we're going to cross over the road here. We're actually going to sort of head down along this road. Oh, they're stopped. Okay. We're going to head down along this road, but we're going to do it sort of one street down. So just down the sort of back of this street. So down this way, all your normal shops. But then if we just head back down here, running parallel to that, but only 20, 30 meters away, we have another little shop, which is a nice little spot to walk down, especially if you're a female. So down here, lots of women's stuff, all women's clothing, women's beauty stuff. So on the right, we see actually there's a children's clothing shop first, ladies shop. Oh no, children's. Ladies clothing. My friend Victoria, if you are watching this, you may well remember the jacket that you bought when you came to visit me was down in this little street here. Hello, how are you? What? Bye! So here on the left, another clothing store for youngsters, toddler sort of size. That was funny. Young girl, I don't know how old, maybe 9 or 10 years old, wanting to say hello. It's quite a common little thing happens here. So on our right here we have a middle school, I think from memory. Can't really see at night, but that's a big building. Let's see if we can count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like 9 floors of school. So quite a big place. Oh, so we see here for the apartments have mailboxes here. So China Post. So I don't know. Oh, okay. The mailman must have access through here, which will open up the whole frame, put the mail in each letterbox, close it down, and then residents have access through the smaller doors. Okay, carrying on. I don't know that a lot of people really do much mail anymore. Everything's online. Here we have a little noodle shop. So you buy all sort of noodles that just add hot water in the pot. More clothing stores. More children's clothing. And then we have these stalls on the side of the road. So she's doing sort of sausages. And then as we look, so just back this way is that main road through there, and then all these little alleyways have these little shops selling all sorts of food. Yeah, this is another of those really popular areas, especially with women A lot of people will come down here, come down families on a Saturday night, and yeah, there's a lot of really nice shops in there for food actually, so a lot of people come down here, have something to eat, and come walk around, just do, well, window shopping or whatever. Yeah, it's really nice of a night time. Very family. I haven't seen any, just been keeping an eye to see if there's any men's clothing shops down here, but I haven't seen one yet. Okay, another little store here. He's selling sort of, oh, looks like chips, chicken nuggets, chicken wings, all that sort of stuff. And over on the right there, we're still doing either women's or children's clothing. On the left, they're still doing women's clothing. So no men's clothing stores here at all. Pretty standard. So see here, again, a lot of food places down here. You can come and grab something to eat, sit down, tables and chairs out the front. So this basically carries on. There's a same sort of distance again down this way. Okay, we'll carry on down this way because the streets, the lights on the wall are not on. I was hoping to take you up for a walk through there, give you a look at that night time, but yeah, it's all turned off. So they must have some sort of problem going on, because it's normally very, very popular of an evening. Well, if we keep on walking, we may as well keep on going through here. So we're still women's clothing, shoes. Another of these beauty places where they do okay, that one looks like a hairdresser's actually. It's not a beauty place. That one's a beauty place, so they're doing nails in there. Okay, and our next little alleyway up here, we're actually going to duck up, get back up onto the main road. So we're sort of getting towards the end of that sort of area by the looks. So it's all starting to get a little bit darker down here. So we're going to duck from here, this little alleyway in front of us. We're going to duck back up to the main road. Yeah, places carry on down there, but it's not as populated as it is back up where we've just been. So on our left here we have, this is actually quite new, it's just a little bar. Sit on the sidewalk here, go in there, buy yourself a beer or whatever you fancy drinking, and then come sit outside on the seats here, watch the world pass you by as you have a beer. It's one thing I love being here is that you can actually, hello, you can actually drink a beer outside. You don't have to, you know, like in Australia, you need to be in a licensed premises. Here, no, you can go to your corner store, buy a beer, sit out on the street, have a cold beer, and just enjoy watching the world go by. Which is really nice. I mean, if you go getting rolling drunk and act like an idiot, yeah, they're going to come and pick you up and probably take you off and arrest you and treat you pretty badly. But if that happens, you've brought it upon yourself. I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for you. So as we get up to this end of the wall, the lights are actually on here. So we're going to duck over the road here, get up and take a little walk along the wall on our way back. Show you how it looks under lights, because it's beautiful up there at night time. Oh, traffic lights, perfect timing. Okay. All right, we can get onto the wall up the back here. Okay. Good timing for those traffic lights, but we're going to have to wait for these ones. You'll see here, if we have a look on our left here, this is sort of underneath the wall, which has been opened up for traffic. So they must have removed a part of the wall, and then remember what, I don't even remember which video. One of the previous videos we talked about where they've just put a new bridge over the other side of the wall down at the far end down here, which is very new, but this one's been here since well before I got here. But obviously they've kept the brickwork up on the top and stuff. Does look very nice. Have toilets here. Oh, here's one of these signs. I've mentioned this before, but I've never actually found one to show you. So here we have the public toilets, and then just in here we have the QR code. So if you scan that with your phone, that will then bring up a map of all the public toilets in Zhaoqing. So no matter where you are, you can find your way to a public convenience when you need to. Okay, so we're heading upstairs now. We're going to head up onto the wall, have a look. We did a video down here at daytime, but really nighttime's the time you want to be up here. It's beautiful. Oh, it's very dark in that little corridor coming up. Wow, it's quiet. There's no people here. So, actually, let's head back down this way first. Have a quick look back down. So here's that intersection here where we just crossed the road. It's very, very busy at sort of peak times, 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning, 5 to 6 in the afternoon. This intersection is absolutely jam-packed. And then as we walk along the wall, we see these beautiful red lanterns on our right. So normally these go right the way down, but they're only sort of halfway down the wall at the moment. So there must be some electrical work going down at the far end there. But they do look absolutely fantastic. And then the tower up in front of us under lights is always beautiful. So we did do a video very early on. If you'll have to go right back, it was maybe the 3rd or 4th video I did here in Zhaoqing, which actually we walked all the way around the wall and gave you a lot of information. There's a lot of history here. The wall itself is well over 2,000 years old. It's been rebuilt, reconstructed, refurbished over and over again over the centuries. I think there was, from memory, 8 different types of brickwork in the construction, which shows the sort of different times it's been repaired, rebuilt, refurbished over the years. As we get closer to the tower here, so yeah, again with that If you go back and look at that original video that we did up here, we actually take you inside the tower here. So there's a bit of a museum in here, just a small museum, but there's some interesting stuff in there. But it's closed now. Being night time, they're only open during the day. So we're just over on our left down here. We have this gorgeous this is all new park area. So when I first arrived here, all of this through here was apartment buildings. They've all gone, everybody's moved either out to the new apartment buildings out in the east of the city or to the west. And yeah, they're sort of clearing all this area within the ancient wall with plans in the future for it to become a tourist centre. So this under lights, absolutely beautiful. Just such a gorgeous spot. I can't believe how quiet it is here tonight. So beautiful. So, do we have some people up here? So we have a girl here wearing, oh, we have two of them wearing traditional dress. And they're doing some form of photography stuff here by the look of it. They look really good. So I have a guy up here on our left with a camera. Oh, it's a guy and a girl. So this is probably... So there's every chance this is a couple who have just got married. So quite often you will have, with a marriage, they have two marriage outfits. One is your sort of traditional white dress for the woman, and suit and tie for the man, or tux or whatever. And then they'll have a second outfit, which is the traditional Chinese stuff in red. Red, of course, being considered a lucky color here in China. So if we turn around and have a look back at the tower here from this side, absolutely beautiful at night time. I don't know how well it comes up in the camera, but it is gorgeous. Okay, we're going to carry on down this way. We're actually going to get down to the bottom fairly quickly, and we'll finish off. Actually going to get back onto the road on our right here. We're going to cross the road, and we'll take you for a little walk through the sort of gardening area here. So stick with us. So we're now out the other side of the wall here. Over on our left here, a lot of sort of park area. You'll see, well, maybe you can't see very well. Down here, a couple of people with karaoke machines set up. I don't know if you can hear the music coming through my microphone, but hopefully not, because I don't want a copyright strike. So we're going to keep walking. We're not going to hang around them. It's one thing I do hate about these this stuff. So many places here have live music. You walk past shops, they'll have stereo system out the front playing music. So yeah, you have to be really careful where you film here. It's very hard to avoid live music at times. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cross over the road. So this here is the back street behind our school. We've done a video showing you there before. And then what we're going to do, instead of heading directly back down that way, we're actually going to head to the right up here. It's actually quite amusing. When I walked into the city to go and get dinner, I actually walked down the back street here, and up on the corner here there were, must have been about 3 or 4 dozen people up here taking photos. Back over the sky this way, there was a big rainbow, and everybody was trying to get a picture of it. It was quite amusing. So we're going to head up. We're going to get up onto the top of this walkway up here, which means backwards and forwards up these ramps, which are for the bikes. I should have gone up the steps. There are steps up behind us, but I wasn't thinking. So this is the way we will come. So we'll see first of all this old wall along here. Very, very old. So this down here is one of the older districts here in Guangzhou. Yeah, if you head out to the east, or even out further from us, out to the west, it's all new. You know, we've done a few videos out to the west. We haven't been out to the east yet. We'll have to get out that way one of these days and have a look out there. But yeah, a lot of older stuff in here. A few different shops down here. I'm not even sure what half of them are. I don't really stop in here terribly often. So a bit of a food place in there. We have somewhere these guys are selling mats and things. So doormats, floor mats. I've never had any need for them. Have a little garment repair place. It's a bit of a tailor, so if you need your clothing fixed. Another place selling mats. Oh, they've also got some bedding and stuff in there. Oh, this old building. So you can see here this number 38 on here. I think that's to do with it being a tourist. It's sort of on a walk. There's a walk you can do around, and they got all the different numbers that you go from place to place. You can open an app again on your phone, and it'll have all the information as you're walking along. Then down here, we actually have a mosque in here for the Muslims. So if anybody tells you that yeah, religion is banned in China, don't believe them. There's plenty of religious buildings. There's also a Catholic church here, which we probably won't bother looking at too much. Let's have a look here. So the earliest date we have here is 1767. So maybe that was the first time a mosque was established here. But yeah, closed at the moment. We might have to go and see, what are they? Is that an imam? I have to go and find out whoever runs it one day and see if we can get in there and do a video. I've never been inside a mosque before. There's also another, there's a really nice cathedral in Guangzhou, which is another, I think it's a Catholic church, which I do want to, next time we're in Guangzhou, I'm going to make an effort to get there, do a video there, because I've seen photos. It is just beautiful, absolutely stunning. So on our left here, this is all new. This is another sort of little exercise area. This was just parking spaces before. They've done it up, made it look very nice. Okay, we're going to, we got 25 seconds to get across the road. Let's just have a bit of a quick walk through here. And walking back, so this actually carries on to our right, quite a ways down, and then through here to our left. This is all gardening centres. So you come here to get pot plants and stuff for your house, little trees, all that sort of stuff. It's a, I I do like walking through here. I do have to come and visit sometime and buy a couple of plants. So a few of them are closed now. These are generally open in the afternoon, is the main time people are coming down here. But there's quite a few of them still open at this time of night. So yeah, again, this is sort of, if you want plants, this is the area of Zhaoqing you come to. So they also have them lined up here on the left. A lot of them have their own little delivery vehicles, so if you come and buy something, they'll deliver it to your house. It's a good little spot. And then carrying on, there's a couple of other shops I want to show you before we finish. First up here, fish shop. So all sorts of fish you can buy for your tanks at home. Oh, look at these guys trying to get some air. So yeah, all sorts of things in there. It's very cool. And then just a little further down the way here, well, I can hear them. Oh, they might not. Are they open? Which shop? Oh yes, they are open. So here we have a place for bedding. So this is all your quilts, sheets, pillows, pillowcases, all that sort of stuff in here. It's actually where I went last time I needed to buy bedding. Then this shop in here, this is fairly new, but this is full of birds. So here we have bird cages, and then lots of budgies down here. Down the bottom looks like, I'm not sure, maybe quails in there. And then lots more over the side here. So let's have a look at these little things here. Oh, focus camera. So we have a look. Oh, what else we got? Look at these little parrots. Hello. Oh, what do we got down here? Looks like baby mice. Oh, look, we have more on the left here. This little guy's trying to bite his way out. Wow, look at these tiny little things. More budgies. Oh, look at this young guy here's got a bird out for us. Hello. Hello. Very cool. Oh, we got, what's this one up here? Oh, these little things, very excitable. And what are we doing down here? We're getting some what's she got in the bag here? What do you got in there? Ah, so here we have some, looks like live grubs. Who are they for, them? So they're getting fed to the bird here. To the little, I think they're mice. Oh, they're so small, it's hard to tell. And then we have more on our right here. Oh, we have guinea pigs and rabbits down here. So we're just dropping them in and let them catch them. They're great. I want to buy a couple of birds for my house at some point. Cheers. Where am I from? Australia. Australia. See these birds? They come from Australia. Do you know what they're called? But what's their name? They're called a budgerigar. That's them, budgerigar. He is. Does he talk? Not yet.
I know English.
Oh. Thank you. See you later. Yeah, I often pop into that shop on my way past. Yeah, I like just walking through, having a look at all the birds. It's very cool. And yeah, I've not seen them pull a bird out like that before. I didn't know they had one that was that tame. But yeah, I am, I've wanted to get a pet for a while, and sort of dogs and cats, too difficult. If I go away, it can be very hard to find someone to look after them and stuff. But a bird in a cage, you can easily get someone to look after it. It's not going to make any mess or smell or anything. So I am looking at a bird off into the future, sometime fairly soon actually. I've been looking at cages online through Taobao and stuff. The cages they sell in those shops are way too small for my liking. If I'm going to have a bird, I want to have a decent sized cage for him to move around in, and I'd like to be able to train him up like that bird in there, so that you can actually take him out of the cage and let it fly around the house and stuff without worrying about it trying to get away and stuff. So yeah, that's in my future sometime fairly soon, hopefully. Yeah, when I find a suitable cage and stuff, we'll order one in, and then we can then we have to decide what type of bird do I want. Budgies are always good, but I'd like something a little bigger. So basically now we are heading back to the main road that our school is on. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else between there and here that is worth having a look at? We might just show you up here on the bus stop. Although I can't read Chinese, what I have on my phone is is basically an app for the buses, and you can basically put in the number. You don't have to be, it's in Chinese, but it's easy enough to follow. You put in your number, the number of the bus that you want to find. It'll bring up on a map the route, and it actually has a live display telling you where the buses are. So when we were back at the bus stop at the very start, we saw bus number 31 come in. So although you can't sort of read all this stuff, you can see which buses come to this stop. And if you know the routes of your buses, you can sort of figure out which bus you need to take and stuff. So I know the main buses that I will use here will be, here's this number 31 now as we speak. So he looks like he's empty at the moment, nobody there. And then, as you can hear, dead silent as he drives on past us. So we have 31, and then we have bus number 1. Okay, we've got traffic coming behind the bus, so we'll let him go first so that we can get a clear view on traffic before we cross the road here. So yeah, the bus is very convenient, very cheap here. It costs next to nothing to catch a bus in this place. It's very, very good. Okay, we're going to quickly get across before these cars hit us. So, yeah, we're both heading back to the school now. So we're going to shut off there. I hope you've enjoyed coming for a little walk with us. If you have, hit that like button. Share with friends, anyone who you think might be interested in learning more about this glorious place. And if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, things you'd like to learn about, hit us up in the comments, let me know. And we will endeavour to make videos from your suggestions. Yeah, if you've got ideas, things that you'd like to learn, I can go off, I can ask people questions and try and find information about things that will interest you. And yeah, look at making a video about them. So yeah, don't be shy, hit us up in the comments, tell us what you want to see, what you want to learn. We've got a few interesting things sort of in the pipeline for the future, but well, a couple of these things involve people coming from other places. We've sort of arranged to do a couple of interviews with a couple of people. One's from Guangzhou, the other is from Macau or Zhuhai. They're right next to each other. One or the other. I can't remember whether they're Macau or Zhuhai. Macau, I think. But yeah, we've got to sort of try and find times when our schedules can get together. The guy from Guangzhou comes to Zhaoqing every sort of 2 or 3 months, so next time he comes to Zhaoqing, we're actually going to have a chat to him if we can make the times work. He's actually another juggler. We're going to have a talk about some juggling stuff and what that type of life here in China is like, how much money they make and where they train, how they learn, all that sort of thing. And yeah, that should be interesting. And then we've got a young girl from Macau who does a lot of dance stuff. She's only young, she's only 9? Yeah, I think she's 9 years old, but absolutely spectacular. So I've been chatting to her mum, and yeah, we're hoping to arrange to be able to actually do some form of interview. The mum speaks a bit of English, the girl's learning English, but yeah, we'll just have to see how we go. We might have to pull out translators for that one and work out another way of doing things, but we'll see how we go. So hit that subscribe button, keep in touch with what's coming up. I'm trying to contact lots of other people to do some other stuff. We're going to try and get into some more factories. We're trying to work out how to contact. I'd like to contact the people from DJI. Actually have a look in the drone factory. They're down in Shenzhen, and I'd like to have a look into a car factory. There's a few car factories around Zhaoqing area. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Hit that subscribe button to be made aware of when these things happen. Might take a little while still. I'm still trying to find contacts and the like, but we are working on it. So thanks for watching, everybody. We're almost back home. The school's about 150 yards in front of us. So we'll say goodbye here. Hope you've enjoyed your walk. Take care of each other. Stay safe. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.